You know, I was just thinking that last night we had the men's forum. The first Thursday night of every month, we have a men's forum for men only, all men. And sitting there, and we had, I mean, do we have pictures of it? Everybody and the daddy showed up, of all races, all ages, it seems. Different age groups. And I'm sitting there just watching these guys overcome the fallen state and hearing what life was like before and now. It was like unbelievable. It was paradise in many ways. Number one, it's clear that their parents failed them. And it's clear that they knew something was wrong, but didn't know how to overcome it. And when they heard that you just need to return to the Father, forgive your mother, be born again of the Father, they did, and the light came on. And as a result, they are now growing back to themselves in the way they were prior to the fall. They're returning to their natural state of being. And I'm thinking, it's so amazing to see this. It's like mind-blowing amazing. And I realize that some of them don't realize that now that they're awake, just be patient and allow life to just happen. But once you're born again of the Father, you cannot return to darkness. Just as once you're born again of the mother in the physical, you can't return back into the womb. Likewise, you can't return back to the dark spirit, the one that you've overcome, and they are growing. And I'm thinking, it's going to be amazing as you guys. The world will be fine. It will be fine because these guys, they never met me, but they will hear me or see me on some show, and they hear what I say, it awakens them. And I know that awakening is from God because no human being can make you see. They can egotistically or make you see, but it's not seeing. It's not perceiving. It's just intellectual knowledge, but no meaning. But only God can make you see spiritually the real deal. And these guys are seeing it. And they're coming out of some horrible situations. And they got in those situations because they couldn't see what they were getting into. But believe me, when they see, they're getting out of those situations. Some of them are a little slower than others, but they're getting out of it. And that's a blessing. That is like mind-blowing. It makes you want to deal with whatever has to happen with the technology around here. If you could just get the word out about the truth. Point the way. God will do the rest. And only God draw those unto him who are seeking him. And he knows the hearts of mankind, so he's not going to let anyone come home because their hearts are not right. And so it was amazing. It was an amazing discussion last night. Really. It really was. And everybody and the daddy showed up. Everybody and the daddy. So thank you guys for showing up. And it's just horrible what you get into in that fallen state, what you go through, and your parents are not there to protect you. But once you wake up, it's a spiritual battle, folks. It's not physical. It's a warfare between good and evil, right versus wrong. And men, you and women too, you're in a fallen state. When you're born through your mother, you're in hell. When you return to the Father, you're in heaven. It's just the way it is. You can call me names. You can take my stuff away. But I'm telling you the truth. It's not going to change reality. And I noticed that these guys, when they wake up, they know they got to move for mama. They're like, what the? And so they get ready to move. Mama still try to hold on to them. No, mama needs you to pay the rent. Mama needs you to stay. No, you don't. Mama got to figure out her own life. It's not your fault that mama didn't take care of her life. You're not your mama's husband. And don't let her treat you that way. And they don't. Once they wake up, mama can no longer control them. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful for what I hear women say. You know what? I went and forgave. Now I see. Now I'm overcoming that nature. That's amazing. They're going to become good wives, good mothers. It would be a blessing for a man to be married to a good woman. One that has overcome mama. And they are willing to move way away from mama, not across the street, not down the next block, and not live at home with mama. It's amazing. My experts are coming in. I want to go to Jacob while they're coming in. It's Open Line Friday. We're going to move as many calls as possible. Jacob is a first-time caller out of Ontario, California. Jacob, happy Men's History Month. You're on the air.
Happy Men's History Month, Jesse.
Thank you, sir. And by the way, folks, August is Men's History Month. My biblical question this week, what does it mean to be yourself? Go ahead, Jacob.
Yeah, Jesse. Hey, I was one of those men that was in the forum yesterday, and
good.
So, yeah, I was the one with the orange shirt that stood up. I was like the second one to talk, and then
I remember.
that I hadn't forgiven my parents yet.
Yes.
And I wanted to do that beta thing where I'm like, oh, I forgave them in my heart, but really, like, I knew it was beta, and yeah, like that's why when I was talking to you, I'm like, yeah, I didn't forgive him. Like,
that's right.
I was gonna come up with a bunch of nonsense. So, but yeah, like, so after that, man, like I went, and so yeah, like I said, I'm 28 years old, still living with mama and daddy. I know. So,
it's amazing. Why would your father let you stay there at 28? What does he say about that?
He doesn't say anything, and yeah, like I said, I think it's because that he still lives in fear of his own mother. And then after last night, man, I could so like see that because I was still in that fear, you know.
Yes.
And like I guess I didn't want to say it, and like it's funny, man, because I do like that Muay Thai stuff, and so I'll get in the ring with other like men that get in and whoop on me.
Yeah.
But man, to like talk to my mom and like say stuff like that, it's like, you know what I mean? Like it's like and so
it's like trying to talk to Hitler.
Yeah, exactly, man. But yeah, I did it yesterday. So yeah, like when I came back. Like,
you did it after the meeting last night?
Yeah, I did, because my mom, she's still up. And so yeah, like my sister was there in the room, so I just told her like, hey, Hannah, like, can you please go to your room? So, she got up, and then I just told my mom, I was like, Mom, I didn't do that beta stuff where like, oh, I love you, Mom, whatever. I just told her straight out, like, I was like, Mom, I, for a long time, I always saw you as like the spiritual head of the household, and I feel like every time that I went to tell you like I wanted to move, you always like gave me an excuse to like stay, and I just like accepted it as is. But I realize now that I need to get up and go. I can't be here, I can't be like here with you and Dad. I need to make my own life. I need to become my own man. And like,
yeah,
I was like, man, you know what? You guys don't even like let me do my own laundry. It's like emasculating, man. You know, and like it's like if I were to like say anything, it'd like cause conflict. But it's like this isn't the way it should be. And so I had just told her, yeah, like I had resented you for a long time, and like a lot of the relationships that I got into, it was out of a big resentment of you.
Yeah.
And I told her that, and then like everything was like quiet, and I was like, oh, okay, well maybe this is easy. But man, it's like what you said, man. It's like you see all the hell come out. And I was all like, my God, like, is this really my mom? And yeah, man, I swear it was like Medusa coming out, like, and I'm like, man, so yeah, like, she's all like, oh, what? That you think that because I wanted to give you a life that was better than what my no good parents gave for me, that's bad. Like, and I was like, oh my God, Mom, like, I didn't even go there. You know, I didn't even say that. You're the one saying that. And she goes, oh, well, what? You think that yeah, like, because that I wanted to, you know, make things easier for you, yeah, that's bad of me. And I'm like, I didn't say that at all. And so yeah, everything was like emotional. Man, she started crying. She was
mess.
like, right? And she's all like, oh my God, see, this is why I never do anything good for people, because it comes back to bite me in the ass. Yeah, right? And it's like, yeah, like, this is just like my dad, my freaking dad. And I was like, oh my God, Mom. And I was like, well, first of all, I just like had showed her, I was like, yeah, Mom, you're always talking about God's way. Like, in Genesis, doesn't it say, yeah, for man to leave from his parents and to, you know, find his own woman? And she's like, it does not say, where does it say that? So I literally pulled up the Bible, and like I went and I literally showed it to her. I'm like, there it is right there. And then she goes, oh, well, that's just that interpretation, but I learned whatever. And then I was like, Mom, right? And I was like, Mom, no, like, that's you know, like, that doesn't matter. And so I'm like, yeah, the Bible's very clear about this. And she's like, oh, well, no. And oh my God, I can't believe you're telling me this, that I feel personally attacked. It's as if you're saying to me, oh, Mom, like, you know, it's because of you that I don't have a woman yet. And I'm like, Mom, I didn't even say that, Mom. I'm just saying, because I just said, look, Mom, yeah, like, I had resented you for a long time. That was wrong of me. I'm sorry. I forgive you. Right. And, like, you know, it was real simple. It wasn't like, because of you, I'm so screwed. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you're putting all that craziness, like, and all that hell is coming out, like, but yeah, like,
amazing. Well, she knew you were telling the truth. That's why she went off on that.
Yeah, exactly, man.
She didn't want to hear the truth about herself. I'm telling you, man, the hardest thing, Jacob, the hardest thing in the world for a woman to do is to be honest about herself. She would rather jump into a lake of fire than to be honest about herself.
And that's what I was telling her too. I was all like, so what, like, what do you think of the fact that I just forgive you? She goes, it's like a backhanded compliment. It's like, she's all...
That was Satan speaking.
Yeah, right. And
so how did it end?
So it ended, like, finally, eventually, like I just stopped. I couldn't even, like, you know, go any further, but
yeah.
I just told her, like, Mom, like, can't you see that all the things that you're bringing up aren't even, like, really tied to me. They're tied to your parents.
Yes.
And, like, and how you resent them. And I told her, I was like, have you forgiven them? And then she goes, well, yes, that I went in and I said whatever. And I was like, yeah, but did you straight up tell them, I forgive you? And she goes, well, no, not in those exact words. And she's like, well, why does it have to be, like, magic words like hocus pocus? And I was like, Mom, but it's not for them. It's really for you. And so she's just rolling her eyes and you know, smacking her lips and so I was all like, man. And then she goes, oh my God, and yeah, like you went to that men's forum, and yeah, that guy, you know, he just always wants to paint the woman as evil, and all women are evil. I was like, Mom, I didn't even say that, man. And so I was just saying, I was like, Mom, look, like, can't you see that for the longest time I was deathly afraid of you? And look, I was afraid of you even to come and do this. And look, this is why. And so she was just kind of like, well, but like, I just told her, like, Mom, can't you see that by doing this, I was able to overcome my fear of you, and like, and that I wasn't able to do that before, that this is a big deal for me. Right. And this is the reason, everything that you're acting out is the reason why. But now that I did that, I conquered that. So can't you see? So even though, yeah, you didn't agree with me, can you at least not see that? And so she didn't even say nothing, man. She just, like, sat. So the tears were still, like, coming. And like, but yeah, like she didn't say anything. And then so after everything like went real quiet, and then after that I just walked out of the living room and I just said, you know what, Mom, I love you. And then I just walked away and then, you know, went to bed.
Right
and
on,
then,
man.
Like,
Wow.
and like going to bed was like one of the hardest things because I felt that kind of like hold on me that was like, oh, look, you messed up, man. Like you said the wrong thing or whatever. But I just did, man. I went and looked at the silent prayer like 5 different times, man. And I just like went over that until that left me. And so now I'm just like, okay, yeah, like I have that peace, you know, about it. Like I did the right thing. I finally overcame my mom.
Wow.
And like, and yeah, man, it's now I just feel at peace, you know. And I still got to do my dad, but that's okay. I didn't realize like how difficult this was because I, you know, like I was always conditioned to like have the mom be, you know, the more fair one, the more you know, sweet, soft one. But yeah, man, I just saw all kinds of hell come out of her, and she didn't like that I was just telling her this.
Yeah. Amazing, Jacob. So listen, she's going to try to seduce you back. She's going to try to draw you back into her. She's going to cry some more, act mean, be nice, make you a nice Mexican meal. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it.
Yeah.
You got to keep your space between you and her now, and you're going to develop into a man, and you're going to deal with her the way a man deal with her. And that's what love is. So don't let her pull you back into it. Do the silent prayer. Stay with it. Get out of there. Because if you stay around her too long, she will eventually draw you back into the hell that she's in.
Yeah.
So get out of there. Speak up. Continue to be honest with her by speaking up. And deal with your father. And I'm telling you, Jacob, you have not seen anything. It gets better, and you're growing and growing and growing. God is with you, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, man, amazing.
Amazing. Well, God bless you, man. That's amazing.
Yeah, man, that was like one of the hardest things like I ever had to do in my life.
The hardest thing in the world for men and women to do, Christian men, and women, non-Christian men and women, is to face mama. It's like facing Satan himself.
Yes, man, that's so true.
Well, right on, man. Well, I hope to see you again soon, and God bless you.
God bless you, Jesse.
Amazing testimony, Jacob. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing. Isn't that like amazing? Amazing. It's just amazing. He's free now. Once you wake up, you cannot go back to sleep. Really. So, congratulations, Jacob. He was there last night. I remember him. Amazing. And don't forget to like, follow, tweet, subscribe, and share the Jesse Lee Peterson radio show, folks. We really appreciate it. We are at war. It is a spiritual battle for the soul of America. And it's going to take all of us to do it.